Today, I will show you how to add or subtract fractions without using the LCD. But before that, I want to show you first how to do it with the LCD. So for example, we want to add 1 over 5 and 3 over 6. So to add these fractions, we need to find first their LCD, or the least common denominator. And to do that, we must list first the multiples of the denominators. So for 5, these are the multiples of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and so on. And for 6, the multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and so on. And then we find the least common multiple. So in this case, the least common is this number, 30. So 30 would be our LCD, or least common denominator. And using our LCD, we divide it by our first denominator. 30 divided by 5 is 6, times our numerator 1, and that gives us 6. 30 divided by 6 is equal to 5, times 3 is equal to 15. Now remember, if our fractions have the same denominator, we simply add the numerator, which is equal to 21, and then we copy the denominator 30. Now 21 over 30 can be simplified by dividing both by 3. And our final answer would be 7 over 10. So this is the usual way of adding or subtracting fractions. We find the LCD by listing the multiples of the denominator. Now, I will show you how to do it without this LCD. Okay, to do that, this is the steps. We cross multiply our fractions. This numerator multiplied by this denominator, and that gives us to 6. Copy the plus. And then this denominator multiplied by the second numerator, and that gives us 15. And for our denominator, we simply multiply the denominators. 5 times 6 is equal to 30. And then add 6 plus 15 is equal to 21. Copy the denominator 30. Simplify. And our final answer is the same, 7 over 10. Okay? We obtained the same exact answer, but this time we didn't use the LCD. Okay, our next example. Let us have more example on adding fractions without using or without finding its LCD. Three-fourths plus 1 over 6. Okay, so the method, cross multiply. 3 times 6 is equal to 18. 4 times 1 is equal to 4. And because we're adding, so we also add these numbers. And then for our denominator, we simply multiply 4 and 6, and that is 24. Add 18 and 4, and that is 22 over 24. Simplify, divide both numerator and denominator by 2, and that gives us 11 over 12. Okay, that's it, without looking for the LCD. Now this also works for subtraction. For example, 3/4 minus 1/6. Okay, so first we're adding, now we're subtracting fractions. So the same method, cross multiply. 3 times 6 is equal to 18. 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Now this time, we subtract the numbers because we're subtracting fractions. Okay, but for our denominator, it's just the same. We multiply the denominators, and 4 minus 6 is equal to 24. Find the difference between 18 and 4, and that gives us 14 over 24. Simplify by dividing both by 2. Our answer is 7 over 12. That is it. So simple, right? Thank you so much.